Good morning and welcome to the Bucks County Curling Club in Warminster, Pennsylvania, where today we have the finals of the the Crooked Billet Bonspiel 2023. We're going to begin our opening ceremonies in just a moment. The ice crew has completed their preparations. They're ready to pipe out the finalists for this event. This traditional event, the Crooked Billet Bonspiel, one of our three signature Bonspiels here at the Bucks County Curling Club. The others being the Big Buckenspiel and the His and Hers. The Crooked Billet was a relatively inconsequential skirmish in the American Revolution. He's on the ice. The Crooked Billet was a relatively inconsequential skirmish that took place on May 1st, 1778, in nearby Hatboro, during which that time, much as they do now, people traversed this area on their way between Philadelphia and New York City. It was General Lacey who was in charge of the Revolutionary Forces, the Pennsylvania militia, that was supposed to hold true. And the Colonial Army staged an attack, which General Lacey and his men suffered heavy casualties and retreated from Hatboro, the site of the Battle of Crooked Billet, right to present day where our club stands right now. And now our opening ceremony. Bonspiel Chair, Greg Denks.
Thank you. This has been a wonderful weekend. Nobody took their car to a tree. Everybody made it home tonight. Nobody threw up all over the bathroom. Food in the top. So far, so far. Please somebody spill it on the pressure cup ice. Congratulations. Everybody, to the pipe. To the pipe. You really have to safe trip home.
And with that, we salute our piper, Mr. Tom Jolly, and we salute all of you here at the Bucks County Curling Club for the 2023 finals of the Crooked Billet Bonspiel. We are here today with our A event finals. Our A event finals feature from the Plainfield Curling Club, the team skipped by Aaron Dubberly, with Janice Lanicki at third, Nicole Prohoshka at second, and Bill Peskoff at lead. They are facing the Bucks County Curling Club team, skipped by Scott Dunham, vice by Cody Klauser, second Dan Pearson, and throwing lead rocks and been holding the broom, Wayne Anderson. These are 8 ends. It is untimed. Our B event final is occurring on sheet B. The B event being the John Fitch event. It's between the Bucks team with Ryan Sharp, Matt Gazzardo, Vika, and Devin against Broomstones. John Fitch being the inventor of the first mechanically successful steamboat, which he invented here in Warminster Township. Now Robert Fulton had the first commercial success, but it was John Fitch with the first mechanically viable steamboat, which he tested near here. Third event, our General Lacey event, is taking place over on sheet A. That has Broomstones versus Potomac. And our fourth event, the Hartsville Medal, named after the local village where Bucks County Curling Club sits today, will be Broomstones versus Bucks Philadelphia, Davis versus Phillips. Pleased to have you with us for this final, and we are underway. First stone is a center guard put up by Plainfield. Fouled up Wayne Anderson with a stone into the house on the 12-foot. Even up with the tee line. Asking Bill Peskoff for a tighter guard. And that rock is on its way. With the ladies from Plainfield sweeping it up and into the 4-foot. And like to welcome in my good friend and member of the Plainfield Curling Club to give us the perspective from the other side of the bridge that you have to pay to get over, Mr. John Gephardt. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, John.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it good morning. Thank you, Dave.
Okay, good morning.
Dave, I was on your board yesterday, and I think I screwed with your gain a little bit, just so you know.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, the gains are up here.
No.
Yeah.
I took the crowd noise off with the gains. It's like the two pieces of information that I know. No, it's fine. They're fine.
Yeah, I've been doing sufficient tweaking.
Yeah.
The pots, yeah.
Yes, somebody had the gains at like the 3 o'clock mark, which was a lot of gain.
Mm-hmm.
Again, very limited knowledge. It's fun to throw it around, isn't it?
There you go.
I love your setup here.
Thank you very much. Happy to have it. I know how to do many things technically in and around the theater. Sound, I pretty much know how to make it go on and go off. The finer nuances of that, I've been in charge of sound for an event like twice, and many times the conversation came to how far down the bench did you go to get to me?
Well, we had 2 extra teams playing on Sunday last night because 2 of the games finished after 1 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And, big credit to Jim Fannin for coming off the heckle bench at like 1:05 and saying, "Oh, I overheard you on the Sheet B feed saying you wanted to try to cast the remaining game on D, so I just flipped it."
There you go.
It's like, wow. And then he went right back out to the heckle bench and had a beer.
That sounds about right.
So
here
multitasking.
Here we go, asking Dan Pearson to perform the hit and stick on the outside. Dan throwing second. Now this team was thrown together at the last minute, and
you could do worse.
He only threw together, a team with 2 parts of a team that goes to nationals.
Yeah, if you're like,
and their
right.
and the coach, to say the Sultan of the Sheets, the Prince of Pebble, Mr. Wayne Anderson.
Yeah, when you can just add Wayne Anderson at lead, you're doing pretty well.
Yep, and
I had the good fortune of playing with Dan for the first time a couple months ago. Had an absolute blast. He and Cass both approach the game similar to Lee the way that we do there, Dave.
Dan and I do not approach the game similarly.
Well, with the same sweating of details.
You've obviously never watched, Dan.
I guess I haven't swept with you. That's fair.
Dan throws third of my team on Tuesday, and it's
okay. I guess his sweeping approach is similar.
There you go. We did.
But I like both of your game calls, so there must be a good bit of crossover.
There is some crossover. We definitely have some disagreements from time to time. It does make it interesting.
Dan gets so low with that knee slider, too.
Yep, I think he's just going to stick with that in the long term because he was working on his flat foot delivery again. Once again, what John's referring to is the fact that Dan delivers a stone with a slider on his knee, and he actually puts what we would call quote unquote the wrong foot in the hack.
Yeah.
But still, it's still a legal delivery defined by the USCA and World Curling Federation. He has paperwork to support it.
How do you feel about the idea of just getting rid of the 2 hacks since there's not many lift deliveries anymore and just going to 1?
I think that's probably something that's coming eventually.
Be a lot easier in the ice cream.
Well, the good thing about having 2 hacks is if somebody blows one out, you can always tell everybody to throw out the other one.
That's true.
Not that happens very often, but it's a lot better than schlepping the stones up and down the ice every end. So looking for the hit here. There goes
shot.
1 and 2. That's well done, and I think we're on our way towards a blank here.
This is going to be a terrific game between these 2 teams.
Yeah, my squad, we played a tight one against Aaron in our second game.
Yep, I saw part of that.
But we just came up a little bit on the wrong side of that. I played with members of the committee for the Big Bonspiel, so I had Cassie throwing vice rocks for me, Vinny Burzy throwing second, and Fallon Sareno throwing lead.
Nice team.
Absolutely.
Congrats on the Big Buck and sign up.
Oh yeah, we were sold out in about 2 hours.
I was wincing every time you posted on all the different forums. Like, by the way, sign-ups are going to open soon. I'm like, quiet, Dave, quiet.
We attracted more. We attracted about 20 different clubs will be represented.
That's amazing. Well, I was very happy to get signed up in the first 4 minutes. I then created an alt account so I could actually view how many registrations were left. You had 4 registrations left after the first 9 minutes.
That sounds about right.
That was pretty quick.
That sounds about right. And, we're going to be taking a walk up and down the ice a few times here, it looks like.
Uh-huh.
Please, we hope the curling community knows that, as much as we love showing everybody a good time, we do not take it lightly that you guys show us the support and show up quickly and fill out those spiels early and often. So,
yeah, Bucks has no problem filling out spiels, that's for sure.
Yes, but on the behalf of the board and everybody at the club, we do thank you for that.
Well, hats off to Greg Danks as coordinator for this spiel. The food's been great. The ice has been great. The camaraderie, all the volunteerism.
Yep, plenty of that.
I'll speak on behalf of Plainfield Curling Club to say thank you once again for a wonderful Bucks event. I tell everybody I encountered that if you want to curl on the premier club on the East Coast, you come to Bucks.
Hey, absolutely. All right, so Aaron's just going to toss another one in.
Change the line a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's also getting practice in for his draw weight. Do you need another shot of Drambuie, John? We have
I was at the club until 3 a.m. last night and was not one of the ones that closed it, so I'm good. I had a reasonable amount.
Well done indeed.
Thank you very much for your offer, my friend.
So I was giving a little bit of the history of the event and why we call it the Crooked Billet. The Crooked Billet being a battle in the Revolutionary War and that happened very close to this club. The Battle of Crooked Billet was fought in early May of 1778 nearby in Hapro. The Continental Army was over at Valley Forge, and General Lacey, was supposed to be making sure that none of the colonists ran their goods up to New York to be sold. Some of those loyalists, and then, the British Army attacked, and fair to say that General Lacey and the Colonials and got their asses kicked. Which is why our C event is the General Lacey Award.
Okay.
That is why the C event with that Eagle trophy that you see here. That is the General Lacey Award.
I love the trophies at this club. Someday I got to get my name on one of them.
The B event is the John Fitch Award. That's John Fitch, the inventor of the first mechanically successful steamboat.
Oh.
That happened just up over the road, not too far from Craven Hall in Warminster. And the D event is the Hartsville Medal, and Hartsville is the traditional village name for the village where we are sitting right now. So when looking for a name of Bonspiels, and we try to come up with something in the area, and me living here my whole life, I'm like, we're kind of close to a battlefield. And
oh, did you name this one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
During broom stacking, and then came up with the awards, and then went trophy shopping.
They don't put the runners up on trophies, do they?
Here, no.
Ah.
Not for this. Not for this event. Good enough that we got 4 trophies.
Yes. Yeah, not many clubs can say that. I'm always a big fan of, the more events that you can manage, the better. Send people home with a trinket and a good memory. So nice at a 4-sheet club to have the 4 events here in the finals going on at the same time.
But 4 is enough. I mean, it doesn't do much for me when I go home and say, yes, I won an event final. Which one was it? Well, I won the prestigious Tilda event.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when you tell your non-curling friends, that you won an event final. And they're like, oh, you won the championship? Well, not really. Well, did you get second place? Yeah, second place.
Yeah, kind of third, so I won the D.
Yeah.
Well, how's that like third, man?
I always say that, the second most important final is the one that I'm in. Because you can make an argument for B, C, or D.
So we put our fill shoes on there, and it looks like they're going to stay on because Bill let that guard slip in the house. So I think we might be taking another sojourn up and down the ice for 16 racks.
Yeah, you called that blank with about 6 rocks to go, and you were absolutely correct between the caliber of these two teams.
I didn't even watch the game.
Yeah. Gosh, I love watching.
Although this one's a little bit wide from Wayne. So, okay, let's take that back. So where does Aaron put this one? I think he's going to try to take advantage of the free guard zone again because he's playing a team with some pretty prolific hitters. Having Wayne on the stream the other day, he said it's kind of interesting because having coached both Scott and Cody for all these years, now it's Scott and Cody giving him pointers on his delivery.
Well, at some point I'm going to be moving south and west and probably calling myself home here, Dave, and I look forward to some potential practice ice that's actually available.
Well, you got to make sure
and having Wayne Anderson around for.
That's a good thing, and that is going to possibly be a guard.
Ryan Sharp with a huge hammer over on our B
They
final.
are going to say it's on the house and hittable.
Yeah, it looks it from the screen.
This would be the one situation where you are able to measure something before the end of an end. Could use a biter bar.
Great bailout shot in our B event final over on sheet C.
That would be the biter bar would be that 6 foot long chrome covered steel pole.
Yep.
There it is.
There we go. Thanks, Russ.
I recognize it now.
Russ McNair pointing out where the biter bar is. You'd have to know.
And you always want to, for the new curlers out there, you always want to cool those bars down.
You do.
I was at a club where they kept their biter bar against the near side glass for the warm room.
Yep.
We took it off, and I put it behind the hacks dutifully. I counted to 5, as I've been taught. And I went to move it, and it had melted a giant hole in the ice with both the pin side and the measure side.
Kind of.
Oh yeah,
move it, do the hokey pokey with it.
So I was glad that I didn't burn a giant hole, in the entire length of the 12-foot at that club.
Absolutely. Well, and a biter bar has been proven to work better than a tissue box or a thermometer. All things which I've seen used.
Yeah, it's about 5 1/4 broom heads and.
Okay, so now
A lot of traffic at the front.
yeah, this is turning to be a little bit interesting. So, gonna ask Dan to dial up the mustard a little bit. And the question is it gonna be regular or spicy brown? I think the only true mustard is spicy brown mustard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely spicy brown over Dijon for sure.
Well, absolutely. I think people who use a plain yellow mustard, talking to you, Ken Sievert, are communist.
We're going to clear one here, but we're going to leave a guard.
Yeah, it's going to nose it up. So now you can throw another guard or you can wrap one through here. Got 15 viewers watching. Glad to see it. We are watching the chat. So feel free to chime in. Maybe you're watching one of these games and your friend said, hey, I'm curling in this thing and you don't know what this thing is. We'll try to answer a question for you. Otherwise, we're going to assume that you're at least on par with the nerdy levelness of us.
I find that any kind of patter is better than silence.
Okay, so here comes this shot.
A little chip on that guard stack might be all right here. They don't want to leave us a tee, and they're both high enough caliber, they're not going to let it happen.
Nicole got a little chip there, so now we have...
We're going to see another clear here.
You go curl, I'm free. I don't know who you are. All right, so Dan's gonna have a chance to right some wrongs here. Coming with a strong normal weight on it right off the bat.
Yeah, that kind of cut right out of his hand. I think
yeah,
he was on line,
but
really
and you got Cody leaning into it, and he can definitely get way up on his toes.
It is a joy to watch Cody Causer sweep. I had a chance to talk to Cody for about a half hour recently to Bonspiel, and he basically said, hey, you want to answer some sweeping questions? And he said yes, and I took a notepad out and asked him everything on my mind. Valuable information, Dave.
Fair enough.
I do love the minutia of this sport. You can kind of, any aspect of it you can make 2% better over a long enough timeline that's going to make one more teammate's shot work.
Speaking of minutia, how many days is your step streak up to?
Oh, hey, thank you. 669. I will be probably walking after this for a bit. 8,000 steps. It's not 10, and thank you for remembering, my friend.
Yep.
But 8,000, I decided was just enough to force myself into a 2-mile walk in any weather condition. You can't make an excuse. You get up to like a 3-mile walk, it's like, all right, it's snowing out. I'm not doing this. But, yeah, 2 I can talk myself into. And I know that streaks work against me. So I trick my own brain into exercise. And how is the cat, Dave?
It's there.
I love that it's grown from like a begrudging tolerance to a quiet love.
Don't know if
how are your allergies? And more importantly,
they're not quite as bad. Okay. So Cody's going to try to make some noise there. There's one,
God,
there's 2, and almost all 3.
Beautiful shot.
That's a nice rock there. Nice double takeout.
Sitting shot, half buried, 2/3 buried.
Does not suck.
It's hard to play against a team that can reliably make a raised double. Especially when you do it early against another squad. And on swingy ice, no less.
Yeah, but we have Ryan Sharp deciding to take his hair out of the man bun today.
Oh, yeah. Ryan, a couple minutes ago.
He's letting those amber locks fly.
Ryan, a few minutes ago, had to throw a skip rock against an opponent sitting 4, and he managed to make that. Maybe that's the reason the hair came out. Had to sweat a bit.
All right. So now, went from being in trouble to having a shot at a deuce.
Freeze was the call here.
Yep.
You don't need a bump. You'd like to keep the backing. Cody Klausner with the blue 6. Oh, he puts his hand up immediately, though. I see a lot of hands up telling me this is hot. Although hot at this skill level, it probably means it's, 6 inches too long. And I realize what I stepped into with that comment. And that seemed fairly accurate.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna see a jump
I
ball?
don't see Scott throwing any rocks out of order right now, so I don't know if he has a
book.
I don't think he has a rock of this color on this sheet he doesn't like.
What's your current take on all these rocks, Dave? Do you throw many out of order?
No, I mean they're such a small difference now. Lending some thought that during the off season to taking the just swapping the skip rocks with the lead rocks.
Okay.
For striking band preservation.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't heard that before, but
Well,
it makes sense immediately.
Well, yeah, because you figure your lead rocks very rarely get utilized for a hit.
Yeah.
Where your 7 and 8 stones often get utilized for a hit.
Yeah. I did see. I like Glenn Pauly on Twitter for some of the curling science out there. Some of the infrared to show you where the heat maps are on a brush head.
That's way too fancy for me.
Oh yeah. But one of the things that was neat that came out in the last, I want to say 2-3 years, was someone did high-speed photography of 2 rocks making contact. And I guess the previous thought was that you had to be upweight to do damage to the striking band. But what they found was, even the slightest bit of contact would throw up a little bit of dust. And I want to say that it was a camera that could do 40,000 frames a second, which is pretty neat.
That's quite a few.
I'm very excited that the National Canadian Curling Board just made a grant for more minutia study like that. I'm just a club curler, Dave, but whatever the findings are, I'm probably going to adjust my game for that tiny advantage. So I can't wait. Granted, my goal for the whole season was to try to add more than a 0.5 to 1 rotations on my rocks, and never quite found the practice ice to do that, but
it's tries to make me say you want to block and tackle first before you before you try doing a triple Lindy.
Yeah. Oh, you can't change all the tires on the car at once.
Now it looks like Scott may have put that a little bit deeper than he wanted. And with a good stone here, might be a chance for a force.
Yeah. Yeah, we're down to just skip rocks.
Yeah, this is going to be Aaron's last stone.
What would you do here?
First thing I would do is say, holy shit, how did I make the A final against these guys?
Yeah.
Then second, I think I kind of like burying undercover there.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to make sure I don't have that there's not a 3 available. So you know what, there is a 3 available. But then again, how many chances are you going to get? So it's I guess you got to draw, but I think he's going to hit. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want the first score to be a 3, because if it is, it's going to become a peel-matic game.
I like this call. I think I would make the same call. Get rid of a rock here.
Yeah, you don't want to peel. That's a battle they're not going to win most likely.
So Aaron's looking to just nose this at shot.
Yep.
Tell Scotty's got to do the same. Sweepers are on it.
Looks like we have it without an issue.
Nice shot from Aaron. Nice sweep. Always makes me feel more comfortable when I let a rock go and I hear a lot of yeses and nos.
Yep.
Back and forth. The rock's pretty close at that point.
Yeah, it's usually the old off and on is usually a good thing. So if you're looking to catch up on any of the other events, we are streaming all 4 finals on 4 separate feeds. You can just go back to the Bucks County Curling Club page there on YouTube and get any one of them. And hit the like button. It helps us show up in people's feeds, and maybe we'll be the next TikTok sensation or viral or whatever that is the kids doing.
Cody's carving this rock.
Yeah, we got this, no problem.
Yeah, they're not going to be quite nose, but enough.
I don't think it required any carve or saute. 2 blue. So it'll be 2-0 for Team Dunham after 2 in the finals.
Dave, I'm going to take this opportunity to get a little long arm selfie up. Thanks, buddy.
There we go.
I'm sure that's half of our photos together in my
our selfies, yeah. Yes. Oh, we're not allowed to talk about the other photos.
That's right. Those stay at the hotel pool.
Thought we were going to leave the pool boy out of this. So we've had lots of single points thus far.
I thought we weren't going to talk about the pool. Lead rock's underway for Wayne Anderson.
It's tied up. It's tied up 1-1 at the what final is that? C final between Potomac and Broomstones. B final. Ryan Sharp is contemplating his last rock.
He's looking to draw down into the pocket there. Red left 2 rocks just behind T.
And Wayne Anderson threw a beautiful tight guard there. And gonna ask Bill Peskoff to throw a tick shot. Probably gonna ask him to curl across the face.
Is it a tick or a corner guard?
Well, I think he's gonna try to push the stone into the house so it can be hit. Or I read that completely wrong, just throw a corner guard. And it should stop.
Okay, a little T-line wing draw.
Or just find its way in.
I'm actually a huge fan of that shot. The only time you can't call it is against teams of this caliber. But at club level play, I like this as an opening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we see so many times where a corner guard goes orphaned.
Yes.
So a lot of times playing the club level, you throw the first one in, and then you throw a delayed corner up afterwards.
Yep. And you know your opponent's going to go ahead and cover their good rock with the center guard. And if you misthrow your corner guard, well, now you have hammer, and you're going to spend all your rocks clearing. And I hate to agree to that conversation early.
There's Wayne Anderson with the takeout.
They don't mind the spill.
That one is gone.
And Aaron's just going to say same deal, other side. No, we're going to try to put up the corner again. Bill Peskoff loves to play front end, Dave. He likes to sweep.
Yeah, in our game against him, 8th end, we ended up playing 9. The 8th end, they're having a little team powwow, and Bill came down and gave his input. And then at one point said very matter-of-factly, I'm just going to go back to the hack now.
Curling is definitely a game where you can't have 4 skips. The way I always see
And
it
oddly
is
enough,
like,
this team's name is Too Many Skips.
oh, yeah. I feel like from the front end, like the second can bark maybe twice.
Well, yeah,
I
I look at it as like having a challenge flag.
Yeah.
In football. So if you're correct, you're awarded an additional challenge.
Yes, I like that, yeah. It was very different playing this weekend on actual curly ice. Plainfield's ice has been a 1.5 to 2.5 feet of curl.
Yeah, I heard it's been a little bit straight this year.
Yeah, so to come out here and see a pretty consistent 4.5 to even 6.5 on some of the sheets, definitely fun. The tough part is convincing your skip that it's happening.
So we have all the Dunhams watching. There are so many Dunhams.
Is this a nose hit? Is it curling this much? Is this like a hack weight?
Yeah, it's a little down weight, kind of little.
Aaron puts Bill Peskoff on it for a little bit of extra carve. Maybe trying to use their corner guard there. The angles were tough.
I just think Aaron took too much ice.
Yeah. But he got the, he got the main part of that shot, clearing the guard off.
Well, but when you're playing an A final,
yeah,
you can't. A half shot's a miss, and a half shot is
fair.
0.
I know whenever I think about how my own 16 rocks in a given game went, there's a weird 4-point scoring system in curling. I'm always tempted to round up on that, but with brutal honesty, there's not many people throwing 60, 70, 80%.
I mean, your good club curler, or like your person who's plays in your curling club's competitive league.
Yeah,
that's relatively good. Is at best a 65% curler.
Yeah. That'd be a great night, I think.
I think we'd be happy with that. Now, you might end up with enough half shots that your misses aren't that bad, but.
I love teaching new curlers the value of the pro side miss.
Absolutely, and I think that's important to call, too, when you're skipping.
Huge to call.
When you're skipping, because. Yeah, there's an ideal shot, but the best stone to call is one that your person can make.
Yeah. So if I want a tight 3 guard and I don't have hammer, I'll often just ask for a 2. I'll tell the person in the hack, 2 is great, give it to us. We'll make it a 3.
Throw guard.
Yeah.
It's following the Joe and Jelly system of calling a game. In. Not in.
Oh, the joy if we all had a phrase associated with us.
Yeah, I remember running into him. He came out to the Golden Gate Bonspiel out in San Francisco.
Okay.
And he was out there with, I think he might have been skipping a team, or maybe he was playing with Matt Shiner. And he said, "Hey, Dave, you got any advice?" I'm like, "Yeah, try not to suck."
I've seen your quote on some rocks, on some handles for that.
Yeah. He's like, "Okay."
Is that in multiple clubs, Dave?
What I generally put on rocks is "Don't friggin' miss."
Yeah.
Yes, it's at multiple clubs. It's here. You have to go to the other clubs to find it, but it's definitely at Pinelands and a couple other places.
Yeah. Janice Lang Genki with our
good
red 5 rock.
Okay, so that's how you say that.
Oh, yeah.
I was just saying it's Janice.
Trying to get this by, but it's going to be on the guard. Very positive roll.
All right. So, it is Bucks buried under cover.
What do you like here, Dave?
Let's see what Scott likes.
And then we'll agree with both of them.
Well, Scott likes drawing down underneath the winging guards. I mean, right now this is set up for a force. A force being when you have your opponent with hammer only score 1 point. And that's what we're throwing right. Actually, he's going to play a tap it. That
I heard him call a back line, I think.
Yeah.
So they're going to just try to run that right out of the top.
They're trying to get to the back red, and they do.
It did skinny the guard a bit.
That was
a really positive rub.
Yeah, well, that was the call. Trying to make sure that Aaron never can score 2. And now, but it does leave the double takeout. Going to ask Janice to throw it if they like it. And it's the old, well, I like whatever you like, Skip.
Yep. And it was the first thing Aaron said, so I feel like that's going to be the call here.
Roland, happy to share our local history with you. If you're ever in Hap Row, it's impossible to escape it. They mention on basically every sign that nearby was what the Battle of Crooked Billet. The elementary school is Crooked Billet Elementary School.
This was great from Janice.
Our
good shot.
And one of our local housing developments is known as Lacey Park.
Really nice rock from Janice there for that double. They
Yeah.
didn't clear the blue out, but they did sit behind cover.
That's all they had to do.
And Scott is going to be able to see a touch of this from Hack. Is he going to attack it, or is he going to just draw under? I think draw under is the call. What do you think?
I'm thinking.
I mean, really, if they just touched the red.
I don't know how much you can see there. I mean, to me, that kind of looks like a Western sandwich.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this one. What's the punchline?
That's 2 slices of bread in wide open spaces.
Well done.
All right, so this has to meander its way on down. It is currently sauntering.
They're really happy with just any contact on red here, because that would easily
All
make
right,
blue
now
a shot.
I think they're going to go in just about a second. Might need to finish in a second. Going to get just past it. Oh,
it's fine though.
But is it? I don't think so, John.
No, you can definitely see the blue. I mean, you're not going to get both blues out.
Yeah, but you don't need to. You're already sitting second. You're going to hit it. You're going to roll open now.
But Aaron's got to get the roll here. I mean, there's
you don't
no
have to
center,
get.
there's no guard in the forefoot.
You don't have to get much roll. I mean, Aaron has hammer.
Yeah.
As long as it's no doubles. So, I think just backline weight. You skitter the blue back into the 12-foot.
Take the red wherever it goes.
And get your red to meander over a little bit, and that's good enough.
I guess you're happy you're fine if the red sits open here at the end of it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's gonna. I mean, right now it's gonna be really tough for to make a hit and roll and have it be ungettable.
Yeah, your goal is either fully buried or dead between those two guards.
I'd be afraid of fully buried because it leaves something for Scott to freeze against. You're gonna let this guy throw a freeze against you? Kidding me? No.
It's a big opportunity for Aaron here.
I don't have to play him next Tuesday, but I play him in 2 Tuesdays, and I assure you I don't want to leave that shot.
It's got to be some good steel, sharpening steel. Aaron's red 7 is away.
Oh, I mean, we always have a good game. Okay, here we go. That's got to come on over. Trying to get Bill to walk it over. Trying to carve it, as the kids say. All right.
It's plenty.
There we go. We are losing some of our members from Chesapeake here. We want to thank them for coming on up from Easton, Maryland. They came without crabs, well, that we know of. That we know of. Yep. All right, have a wonderful day. Safe drive home. All right, so this is gonna give Scotty another crack at the apple here. All right, Russ, take care. Be careful out there. Russ recovering from his injury.
Oh, what happened to Russ?
Well, he was working at the local exotic club and suffered a paper cut from ones of a questionable origin.
I love how many setups I'm going to walk into. I'm going to keep doing it.
Either that or Cindy is still beating him.
So decisive rock here from Scott, but he just threw it.
Yeah, so trying to be a little bit better. I mean, it's a high degree of difficulty to begin with. Sometimes he thinks he throws these. I think he throws these just for fun.
Sweepers were on and off of this.
Yeah,
so
this is heavy.
Yeah, this is quite heavy. This is through.
Not through, but through enough. Okay, draw the 4-foot for 2 here.
Skips deuce.
I don't think you want to get any fancier than that. I mean, if you really had to get saucy a score 3, you might be able to throw a double around the far outside, but that is, that'd be a pretty crappy shot to have to throw.
Well, that's a fun bit of minutia too, right? If you're the vice watching that rock be a little heavy, you want to take it to a very specific point that you can now use it as backing. So it did drift a little bit too far for that. But it's that's always like the 7th thing you got to remind yourself of before a shot, and you just don't expect Scott to be heavy there.
Absolutely, and that came to us from Lieutenant Minutia. He's working on that second bar. This one,
Aaron's standing dead still.
They're on and off of it.
Okay.
Aaron's not one to yell at his team to tell him to get there. He's going to trust these guys, and
great sweep.
That trust is well founded. So,
our vice has briefly talked about what that is, but we're probably pretty sure that was 2.
It's a deuce. Tie it up after 3. 2-2 here in our A event finals.
Dave, I don't think we talked about it yet, but some Bucks members here in our B event final.
Yes.
Some newer curlers.
They are quite new.
Matt, Vika, and Devin are all playing in their first final. They got piped out for the first time this morning.
Yeah, but now they're going to think that this is easy.
They're playing a pretty high caliber opponent. We'll see. But you're right. It is always interesting when the first years get a final or 2 under their belts. How many years did you play until you were in a finals, Dave?
8 days.
Wow, that's incredible. My goodness. It took me 4 years, Dave.
8 days, and I was in the final. We had a backstory of that. There was a team going to the Cool Duck, hosted by our good friends of the Ardsley Curling Club.
Okay.
And his team was being skipped by Greg Danks. Zach Gary was the 3rd. Bob Foley was the 2nd. And they needed somebody on the very last minute, and they sent out a club-wide email, and I said I could do this, and I met Greg, and Greg didn't have a mohawk at that time, but he was still this squirrely-looking fellow, and he said, "So you just started?" I'm like, "Yes." "Well, when did you start?" I'm like, "A week and a half ago." "Oh, okay, this will be fun." And then we went, and we lost our first game, ended up winning the B event, and I'm like, I was standing out there, and they're handing me this pin, and I'm like, this is easy. I'm like, this is easy. I'm going to be good at this. And then I learned it's not necessarily that easy all the time. Although I did give the entire Ardsley Curling Club a heart attack when Greg asked me to throw a rock through the house. Now, I didn't even get the concept of this. So I took it and threw about a 4-second rock down, down the sheet. And
I think I'd be pretty happy with that.
I think I nearly took Greg's leg off when he tried to stop it.
That's when 2 people are helping to stop the rock.
Yeah, so that was quite the experience. And then that experience was second only to getting my bar tab.
Oh. Yeah, that can sneak up on you on the course of a season. So we got a double high guard here from Red.
Sarah Ackland saying it took her 4 years to win an event final.
Oh.
Cousin Tim wants to go out to Tropic Girl again with us.
Tim, I thought you had a doppelganger here briefly when I first arrived. From far away, I was like, that looks like Tim.
I know, I feel sorry for that guy.
Yeah. I don't know, Tim's pretty jacked these days, man. That guy just is all over the gym. Biceps for days. But yeah, slow too.
Well, Tim's been doing some skipping now, so he'll fall out of that form nice and quick.
There's quite the calorie difference for sure. I feel like I burn 600 or 700 playing front end. Skipping considerably less. I mean, it is cold weather out there, right? So, metabolism's up a bit to keep you alive.
At Tropic Girl, when we were playing on Robert Morris Island University, I used to keep a box in my vehicle, and I just wrote on it, shirts to burn. I'm pretty sure those shirts would have been able to push the car home.
I'm excited to play some Tropic Girl with you, Dave.
It's going to be a good time. Let's head out with the knee drags, I think. But
Bill and I introduced ourselves to each other for, I think, the 3rd time in a month this weekend.
I thought Tim was going to Tropic Girl there, but he can correct me in the chat. So,
a little hot on that last rock from Red.
Yeah, so here we go. We're picking up midway here in the 4th end.
And my guess is that Dan is going to be asked to draw underneath top 4 center.
Yeah, we got two center guards for Team Plainfield and Beverly.
They're lined up for a nice tap later.
A Bucks County rock on the 4-foot. And now Dan Pearson looking to lay another one in there. Roland Vanderhoop won a pin the first year after being coerced on the ice by Nancy. It wasn't that difficult, so what Nancy did is she strategically placed a Victory Golden Monkey adjacent to the ice shed.
Okay.
And Roland said, yes, I must go.
I had an experience with that beverage. I had a regular weekly indoor climbing set up with a friend, significantly smaller than me. She was able to belay me, but, had a little bit of honor in the weight category. We stopped after a game to watch a hockey finals, and there was a special that night on Golden Monkeys.
Yeah.
And I think they were supposed to be poured in like a 10-ounce glass, but they were given to us in a 20-ounce tumbler.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you didn't do much climbing.
Well, it was post-climbing, so, we empty stomachs. Cheap beers, delicious, watching the hockey finals. And my friend departs after about 2.5 of these. Doesn't come back for a good 15, 20 minutes. And finally the bartender says, hey, I think your friend's having a hard time. I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, yeah, she might need a ride home at this point. And that's when we both looked up the ABV of the Golden Monkey and said, oh, that would explain it.
It is a Belgian-style triple from the Victory Brewing Company, right in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, located right behind Lansdale Catholic High School.
They are delicious, but when I want to razz that friend, I do occasionally just bring her one and leave it on the counter. I like that Bucks.
So that's how you rouse your friends with beer.
I mean, it's not the worst friendship, right?
No, it's not.
I'm just noticing now that you guys have the name of your curling club in the ice there.
Yep.
That's really smart.
This way we know where to tell the doctor where to get to.
Straight's the call. Hurry hard here. Cody
gotta
obliges.
go.
Tuck
It's
it under
past
a
the
bit.
guard. And it's going to end up
great.
right there on the forefoot. You guys who may have tuned in earlier, you have only 2 minutes left to submit your guess as to how many were opened by many beers during the broadcast today. Today.
Okay. I mean, I have my guess from yesterday.
Well, it has to be during today's broadcast.
I see.
They were all audible.
That's going to be mine.
How many?
But that'll be a reduction from yesterday.
All right. And here's Many Beers O'Donnell.
Hello, Dave.
Hello. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Howdy, MB. Tough rock for red there. They were going to tap those guards up a bit. Sat wide, so the weight was all right, but did drift through. This is looking like a really big end for Dunham.
And now Cody's going to try to lay one in there. And so, obviously, Aaron's going to want to bail somehow here. How do you do it?
Yeah, this is it's rough. I mean, I think you got to invest everything in those two red centers and hope you get a really good tap. You're going to roll open, though, with any kind of contact on those blues. Oh, I missed that one.
Oh, I would have definitely put that down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That would have been post-it, done, stamped.
Okay.
Where's the Control Z on that one, Dave?
What's that?
Where's the Control Z on that one? I only saw the delete.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
Really nice rock from Dunham here again.
Okay, so we're going to get Janice Langanke.
Yeah, very nice.
Now I'm done. I'm not trying that again.
You snuck that one through.
We're going to have a little conversation here. Team Dubberly. Probably a good move. Our finals are untimed.
I tried.
Dave, we're going to take this opportunity to get a water and some tacos.
Cheers.
So they're looking at the possible shots here. And since it's kind of tough, so, do you pull the trigger on those two reds now?
Or still use them as a guard later, right?
Yeah, but you do have blue having hammer here.
I just don't see how that removes anything in a 4-foot.
It doesn't.
It only gets the one in the top 8, right, Dave?
Right. So you can draw around the left side as we're looking at
Yep.
on the broadcast here,
I like that call.
and but now they're going to take a run through the middle and try to reduce the damage this way. It looks like.
Or they're trying to hit the blue in the 8-foot.
I think it's more. I think they're more going to try and massage these rocks up there to
Just split them a little bit.
and give them something to run.
Gotcha.
Well, this is
That's peel.
this is quite a vigorous massage.
I'd like to have one of those, Dave, but that is a peel weight.
And look at that curl, even at that weight. One, and that's all you'll get.
Okay, well.
And see now you got a stagger on them, which isn't really your friend.
No, it is not.
It was earlier, so you'd have to say this is the key shot of the end right now, because right now Scott Dunham could really, really, really put the screws to him. You got 4 more stones to get those entries in.
Top 8, Dave? Is that what you're looking at?
I think so. Top 8, top
Top
4.
12, yeah. Top 8 would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Outcount that red.
Well, I think you definitely want to do that. And they're on it right off the bat. Dan Pearson sweeping with a lot of alacrity. Wayne Anderson right there with him, and now we have the wandering Skip hopping up there. And the happy wanderer will help drag it to the middle of the 12-foot. So, this does not leave them without options. I think the best option is what he's looking at here to try to. He can throw that run, go blue, 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 blue.
Yeah. Looking at Wayne's posture, he's tired, but he still wants to do another scrape.
Wayne is always ready to scrape the ice.
He's like, I can do a 4-pass. I'm winning it. Sorry, let's just make it a 3-pass. That's it. They didn't have any options here.
That's hold on, I lost you there.
I mean, I guess you could run that one back and try to do the quadruple.
Right.
Right? That gets rid of them, and now you're sitting.
Yeah, I like this call.
It also opens it up for a draw later, right?
Yeah, I like this call. He's going to try draw down there, maybe push it back and sit second, or it's really lucky, bend all the way around. There we have John, who's never seen a taco he doesn't like. All right, so Bill and Nicole inspecting this on its way down. Now they're on it for a wait. Ooh, it looked like it grabbed a little bit there. Are they still going to get past everything? Yes, they will. Now is the weight ready? You got to pound it. Heads down, guys. Heads down. Push it as hard as you can.
Okay.
All right, that cuts one out. I think Aaron thinks he could have done a little bit better there. But it is something he can use later.
Unless you take it out.
Not really easy to take out. I mean, you run a lot of risk by going to that side of the sheet now. So I think he's going to say, the Hatfields can play on this side. Us McCoys are going to be over here.
Just for good luck.
All right. Coach Anderson thinks he sees something here.
He definitely sees something. He's doing what I was asked. Just take it out, Dave.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Tim.
You will spin out. Who cares? Make him throw that shot again.
Roland says that things look a little bit grim for Aaron right now. I think there's still possibilities. It's Wayne's just trying to make sure that they're not missing anything. I think he sees that redstone is something that Aaron could possibly try to use. And if he hits everything he can see, he does.
Get rid of that bad redstone, yep.
Well, I think he's actually just going to throw a guard on it.
Do you guys think the angles are there for the high reds that you could find the 4-foot?
The high reds, no.
Now, you can still draw the other way, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Scott drawing them around and putting a third one in would be probably be the way I'd look, because this is one of those situations where, you know, I'm staring at that little red run and I'm thinking, yeah, it's there, but I feel like saying, hey, if you make it, God bless you. But they're deciding to cover it. That's given a lot of respect to Aaron here.
Aaron's still at this side here, though.
All right. That's pretty good.
You're still the other way.
Yeah, now you got. I think you have to draw around the other side now.
Gotta go the other side. It's right there, Dave.
But now all the raise options aren't good. I mean, you could raise that red to be third, likely. You could draw to sit second, maybe even shot.
You could tap to be second too, as well. If you want.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
it's fair to say
he's already third.
It's fair to say I'd pay, if I'm Aaron right now, I'd pay a lot to be throwing blue rocks.
I'm pretty sure that team is not drinking any alcohol.
They might have a little bit at some point. I know Wayne probably will.
He's got a little bit of gin earlier today.
Oh, yeah, a little gin? Mm-hmm. Good for him.
Looks like they like that shot that you guys were calling. Just the open draw.
Yeah, that's the draw to throw.
I think that's what you have.
Yep. Again, much easier from behind the the tables here.
Yeah, from behind the tables, you know, I can look at those two high red guards and be like, well, if I promote those into those.
I could do
into
like
the
a
crotch,
quadruple run
right?
Yeah.
Into the crotch of that like red.
Oh, you could go
red, blue in the upper right.
Yeah, you could go blue, red into all the blues.
Yeah.
But just take the draw,
Yeah.
get in there and cut them down. If not shot.
And if my aunt, she'd be my uncle.
Anna's calling this wide.
It's got to move.
Weight looks pretty good, so you got to turn. It's got to turn.
It's got to move, but at least, well, kind of bury it, guys. Do something.
Oh, that's going to be.
All right.
Oh.
Well, no harm, no foul there, I guess.
You do offer up free backing with that rock, though.
I think Scott's just going to throw that same draw. But better.
Yeah, there's no reason to
But
do
better.
anything other than to throw the free draw here. B event final. It's Broomstone starting to run away with it a little bit. They scored yet again in the fourth end, so they will have at least a 4-point advantage. Even up in our D event game. Coming home in the fourth, and a tight affair in our C event game. And back here in the championship, we have Scott Dunham with his final rock. He needs full 8 foot.
Oh, good arrow.
Brushers like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Good shot.
Quite happy with it.
Nice sweep.
And that's going to be 4 for Team Dunham. 6-2 as we reach our midway point. So upcoming events of the Bucks County Curling Club, we have the His and Hers Bonspiel, which has been sold out. That is the second week of June. Big Buckenspiel, September, second week of September, that's also sold out. But you still have a chance to support our good friends across the state. We're having a one-day little fun event to support the Pittsburgh Curling Club here. You can go right on to pittsburghcurlingclub.org and sign up for our one-day event there. You can check out our Facebook and the Pittsburgh Curling Club's Facebook for a link to it. Try and help them get through a bit of a financial patch there. And if you can't make it up to Pittsburgh, you feel free to exercise those fingers and write that check. Make it rain. And send a donation up their way. We love our good friends, and they are ready to admit that Wawa is superior to Sheets.
Whatever it takes.
For a sufficient sum of money. Now, I think we're going to need 5 digits for me to get them to
admit that.
To do an Eagles cheer.
Oh, just do a Wawa cheer. Just let them recognize Delco.
Well, I mean, Delco very rarely recognizes Delco because Delco is too drunk.
Yeah.
So the Dunham rink with a considerable lead at the halfway point goes ahead and puts that rock in. You get the classic answer of a corner guard, not addressing the rock in the house quite yet.
Yeah, don't fall for that trap.
Yeah.
So it is all tied up in our C event affair. Battle of the single point. All right, so we have the single guard up. There's now 2 in there, and I'm going to ask one in front, one behind the tee line. I'm going to ask Bill Peskoff to make the hit and roll underneath the guard.
Was that the call? I thought. All right.
Yep, ask them about the weight. They're gonna go bumper weight. Everybody's favorite weight, just because you get to touch your butt.
Bang.
Coming on the one, and
Very nice, Bill. Very nice.
well, he really wanted to get it under cover.
That's all right. I have no problem with that either. Now, Dan's going to take this right out.
Which is why I have a problem with it.
We'll see. But it'll be high, and you can tuck under, Dave.
Says that spinach and strawberries and walnut. There we go. Adding some taco meat to that.
Taco meat's always good.
I try to pretend I'm healthy around friends. You know, you got to get that fake
you got
persona
lettuce.
out
You
there.
got a salad in you. You're good. Yeah.
Yours truly, the vegetarian, except for bacon, cooked all 30 pounds of that beef.
Oh,
He did. we carried it in Thursday or Wednesday.
Yep.
Very good, Dave.
Yeah, I'm standing at my stove for a few hours doing that, thinking I have never cooked this much meat up at once.
well,
Even
it's
at
been very
camp.
good.
Even at band camp that one time.
Well, the food's been excellent all weekend. Thank you to all the kitchen
Oh,
staff and volunteers.
our food staff
This
is
staff has been unbelievable.
our food crew is awesome.
They're almost as good as the broadcasting crew.
They're far more consistent. Scott was so excited after getting that four-ender, he had to stop for a wee-wee break.
It happens, Dave, to the best of us. Sometimes twice. I mean, who can expect us to curl 4 hours and not pee?
We'd like to give a special shout out to one of our favorite former members watching us live from San Antonio, Texas.
Hello, Matt Pring.
Welcome to Matt Pring.
A hearty, slow Southern drawl to Matt Pring. Dave's yours is better.
Well, it's not really Southern. I mean, it's this
Yeah.
cross between Croydon and spending all the time in the military. So
It's Bucks County. It's all
Yeah,
Bucks County.
yeah. Well, they call it Lower Bucks for a reason.
Bite your tongue, Dave.
Yeah, I know.
He's not only the Messiah, he represents Bucks County.
You see, at least me being from here, from the Central Bucks area.
You're northern Bucks County.
I have
There is
teeth.
no Central Bucks County.
I have teeth with which to bite my tongue.
There is no Central Bucks County. There's north and south.
Fair enough. So, yeah, you could talk about me all you want, but yeah, you guys wish I was here. I'd be winning this whole damn thing. But as long as he can put together a good squad. Matthew would appreciate this, that his good friend Bert ran out of steam a little bit last night, and Kevin Brady was skipping the team and needed some guard desperately to tie, and Bert failed to get him over the hog line. And I could see on Kevin's face, Bert, standard question.
Well,
If you know, you know.
you saw the sign on Brady's sheet last night, didn't you?
What was that?
It said, if you lose, Brady, just blame it on Todd. Love, Matt Pring.
Todd. The Todd father. We do wish we had the Todd father around. He's taking care of some family issues.
Ooh, okay.
So we have a plethora of rocks
We got guards.
behind, and Scott's not going to fall into any of that trap. He's just going to peel the one up front, but being up 4. Because drawing behind them would draw a comment from Admiral Akbar.
I talk crap. That might be the most obscure reference I've ever heard.
With a little snot.
Yeah, I know, like the little thing hanging down below his chin. Yeah, that's a pop.
Yeah, those little pieces of snot.
I think it was his testicles.
Mark O'Donnell. You drink a beer with that mouth?
Yeah, I know. Hey, you're on my cord.
Well, about time you get some action. All right, so we put that guard right back.
Really, Dave? That's who you went to. You went way into the library on that one, didn't you?
I did. I did tall putty tat. So, those of you who had 5 beers, that's 6, but it's past the cutoff. Those of you who had 5 in the many beer sweepstakes will win a prize of unspeakable value.
That was only 5?
This
I had a whole bunch.
Oh, you had a whole bunch back there. You only opened 5 on the mic.
Oh, okay. Say.
You may have consumed a few more than them.
My God, that's a good sweep.
We were playing Price is Right rules. You had to,
be within at 49 cents?
Well, you had to be there without going over. And when you spin the big wheel, you have to make sure it goes all the way around or else it doesn't count. And on that bonus spin, you do not get to spin again. And the rangefinder moves slowly up the scale.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
And once you stop the rangefinder, we cannot start again for 94 and a half hours.
Yes. Also, like your honeymoon night.
I'll try to figure out where to go with that because
I let that out for you.
Yeah, because never been married.
Well, you're a good one.
I mean, not in this country that you're aware of.
Yeah, I mean, he might have a few that is now ordered.
That worked out real well for my friend Mike.
So what do you guys like here from Aaron? What do you think the shot is?
Drambuie.
Yeah, draw under.
Just draw under the 4-foot?
Yeah, under that blue on our right. But it's got to be high.
No, I actually
like it?
I like drawing close to where Janice is standing. Actually,
yeah, to that one of the 12-foot.
Yeah, to the wing.
Line. Yeah, I was considering that one too.
Well,
this looks.
I heard to take a look.
Yeah, take a look. Is Aaron saying, "Hey, it might be a little bit a little bit toasty."
It is toasty. It's through the house. I mean, you put that thing right on county, would have been a good shot. But you had to put it there.
That was decidedly not okay, as we coined a phrase earlier.
corner freeze to the blue, is what Matt was saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue, Matt. You're not really helping me too much there.
Which blue, Matt? I can see he's talking about the one on the side here.
Well, either way.
Boy, that looks it looks more wide open on TV than it does here. I don't know if you could corner freeze that.
We're going to get a draw underneath cover here from Scott Dunham. And instead, that's going to
go through.
Make it all the way back, so the force is on. Just got to hit the white.
Dave, is there any way you could?
No.
Okay. Just saying, you can't hit that red and roll in and also spin for two.
I refer the right honorable gentleman to my previous statement.
I think you can. I really do think you can. You don't think so? I think you can run that right into the blue, and the other one just spins just on the white.
That's about the most negative response I've ever seen out of Andy Dunham in my life. He's like, no, Mark.
So Andy, that is why I'm like 0-4-1 on Wednesdays, because I call that shot. Well, okay. I'll give you that.
Okay, got a draw to the 8-foot, and we've done that. We're at the 8, we're at the 4, we're at the button, and it's a score of 1. For Team Dubberly, cuts the lead to 3.
I still would have liked to see
Team Dunham with the hammer and 6. Now that's pivotal now because you have Dunham with 2 hammers to 1 hammer, which is a huge advantage.
Oh, that's a great picture.
Oh.
Good picture.
We're continuing the battle of paper cuts on sheet A, all single points, although it was a steal eked out by Broomstones. But I don't think Michael Dobbs really cares about that because that gives him the hammer in the 6th end, down 1. So he's on the right side of the seesaw now. I'll have to watch the replay there. That'd be if you're in that type of situation, he might have taken a shot at something to crack a big number. So look for this to be an interesting end because you're going to see Plainfield pull out all the stops. Going to use every pipe in the organ.
Yeah, I still would have made it double. I would have got it in there. I know I would have. I would have got it.
Mark, you couldn't have made that double with 7 stones and a book of S&H green stamps.
S&H green stamps? You're starting to date yourself. I remember S&H green stamps. You should barely remember that.
I just, all I really remember is that the machine that handed them out is the same thing that used to do the sub club stamps.
Yeah. They give you like they were like yeah. And you had to go to the S&H green stamp store.
I thought they had a catalog.
No, you had to go to the store. So there was like a store in every like kind of neighborhood.
I feel like I'm going to go with you on that. I think there was a catalog. But maybe the catalog just advertised the store, so I think everybody's right. Yeah.
Oh, here's the green stamp catalog, the idea book. Maybe I'll buy you some.
They're still around?
Oh.
Still some overstock available.
I can still
Well, people actually asking on Google, can you still redeem SNH?
I don't think so.
So buying old green stamps at garage sales or on eBay with the intention of redeeming them is not a good idea, according to Google.
Never a good idea.
You can no longer redeem SNH award certificates. So, for all those out there in curling land who are holding on to those SNH green stamps, Bert, Tyler, I'm talking to you.
I think Bert has about 100 still under his bed.
So Plainfield got their 2 guards up.
Nice little offset pair there.
Absolutely.
I guess once I start up against
Nothing wrong with an offset pair. Try and draw another one in there. We're going to see it. Like I said, we're going to see a busy end. This one needs the curls. A little wide. It's a little hot.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Well, heavy and wide's often a tough combination. I know you're more familiar with quick and short.
I'm good with either one. I said I'm always willing to practice.
So interesting story today. Kristen was out purchasing donuts from John Gephardt's favorite local place here, Angel's Donuts.
Heck yeah.
And she was getting a myriad of baked goods from sticky buns and apple fritters, which the kitchen crew requisitioned for themselves, and they deserve them, so that's perfectly cool.
Yeah?
And
a good choice.
And good donuts. And Rena, the proprietor, said, "Oh, where are you taking them?" And, "Oh, well, over the curling club. I think you know my friend Dave." "Oh, Dave, yeah, I know him 20, 30 years." Hold on. I give you his donuts. So I got a little bag. With 2 cinnamon sugar donuts in it, and she wrote my name on the bag.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that great?
I love that place. Thanks for introducing me to it.
Absolutely. Then asked proceeded to ask, Dave, is he married yet?
To his work and to his friends.
So I agree, Matt. Bert may have used that his SNH stance to buy his first curling shoes.
I think he bought it for his first wedding ring.
That he used. No, that was with the spare nickels from the Horton Hart automat.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you going all the way back.
Yeah, the game is over, folks. You missed out. John Gephardt was the winner.
What's he win?
He wins an attaboy.
Hey!
I thought we were going to give an autograph picture of Dave.
Hey, I received it.
A full 8x10 glossy of Dave Schmel.
Yeah.
I think we all own one of them.
If not, you can climb the ice shed wall and cut one out.
We could. Well, what do you do here?
Well, you're taking a look here. It's starting to
unravel.
Well, yeah. I mean,
clear it. I mean,
yeah.
might as well.
Yeah, we're gonna rip here, and
I agree.
all 3 of these could go away here.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Cody also gets that
The
one
blue
on
on
the back.
the left side.
I agree.
Okay, so let's see how many stones go away. Coming with the heat. It's
one.
outside.
Wow,
It's just going to
wow.
clip the outside.
Oh, there goes the blue.
Oh, he only clears 2.
Yeah.
Wait,
Disappointing they didn't make
they're allowed
4.
to miss? No, they could. Wait, they are normal?
No.
I blame the ice, Wayne.
People who can't swim should not blame the water.
I agree. Dave, this ice, I haven't played on it, but it looks unbelievable.
It's been pretty good this weekend, that is for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, swingy as heck, but I didn't notice any weird, troughs or runs or ridges or anything.
A couple places a little stronger than the others, but that's the way it is everywhere. I mean, when you watch these national championships, even the worlds, you always hear the announcers picking on something with the ice or something like that, and you got the best ice makers in the world making the ice.
Yeah. And it's May.
And then you have us.
Yeah.
There's Wayne, and there's Wayne plus us.
There's a bunch of us.
A plethora. All right, so with decidedly less weight, gonna try to hit the outside of this one here,
Try to
and
blow out of here, right?
yeah, you should be able to make good things happen.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
I heard my fault.
Where's Paul at?
He left. He was here though.
He had to go get his camera.
Official photographer of the Bucks County Curling Club.
Red's just going to freeze on here.
You like that?
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I mean, club level play, you're going for a double.
No.
You're not doing that against a good opponent, though.
Nah. Use that freeze later on, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if you could get that double without going over the top somehow. You'd probably run your red off. Hey,
Yeah,
we're not going to see it. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't it look so much easier on this side?
Oh, yeah. Never wrong.
Absolutely. Somewhere Wayne's saying, what is the acceptable outcome?
Yeah.
That is what Wayne would say.
Wow. Nice draw on sheet C. Wow. Jesus is putting his broom down. He is the curling Jesus.
No, that's Ian Sheffer.
Oh, no. This guy, that looks like Jesus.
Ryan Sharp does not look like Jesus.
I'm not sure
So
if Ryan's
wait,
trimmed
he
that
came
hair
out.
since
He
COVID.
came out of the locker room. He left no footsteps.
Saves on shoes.
He opened up the dressing room door, and there was a glow of light behind him.
Gonna get this freeze pretty nice. Little bump.
It's not a bad spot. I mean, you can hit it, I guess, right?
No, double takeouts there.
Wow. Really?
Yep.
You gonna double, or are you just gonna hit your own high blue?
Red is bad. Red bad.
Got to hit it way skinny on the inside, though, right?
You might as well take the inside. I mean, if you move your top blue, you don't care that much, right?
True. I agree with that.
Third of a rock, you make it no problem. Third of rock, quarter rock.
Wayne's already got his broom down. He likes it. And I'm pretty sure Scott can make this shot.
Great shot from Ryan on C. He's able to clear 2 of those guards off.
He went like
shooter.
He went like this.
Parted today.
Yeah, I parted the sheet.
All right, so here's Scott Dunham Cody Klauser with the brush. Dan Pearson rooting him on.
It's really good.
Not going to get
On the one and over the top of the
getting the two.
second. Then ran up a little bit too much. Still pretty good, though.
Call the freeze again. Oh,
No,
No,
this is the
can't
last
hit
one.
Oh, no, you have to hit. You're right.
You
My fault.
have to hit now.
Yeah, can't you hit that and just roll under the blue? But it doesn't matter, I guess. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
you go.
There's so many options here.
You go curl. Commented that Ryan Sharp is Eddie Vedef.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, from Pearl Jam.
I'm assuming I don't know these things.
Well, I don't know. The other modern Eddie was from
that would
Stranger
be-
Things.
Oh, that one, yes.
I'm going to look that up. Let's see.
He's still curling Jesus to me.
I mean, all I know is Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's.
Oh, I think that was Eddie Vedder there. Yeah.
Yeah, I said
Eddie
that.
Vedder. That's
Yeah,
EF or close on the keyboard there. A little fat finger there. Yeah, Cousin Eddie. Hey, Clark. Shitter's full.
I don't know, Dave. Do you hit this and just kind of just roll under, or
That's
just sit on the outside of the?
I think
forefoot?
I think that's the call, and then you try to get a
You're
miss.
stealing one, or yeah, for sure. Because now you had to make them draw under. What does the Piper Jolly say?
Close games, and they're all good was
Sorry.
the answer.
On this one hard.
Nicole Prohaska with
On
it.
the
No, it's not.
That's
No,
not
it's not a good
that's
shot.
decidedly not good.
Where is Dan at right now?
Oh,
Undecidedly not good.
that's decidedly not good.
Yep.
Because this is going to be
It's
a hit for three in handshakes, most likely.
For sure. Aaron knows it. He would be behind the house if he doesn't know it. Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron's in the old. I want to intercept my opponent
Halfway down the ice.
halfway down the ice formation.
I know that move so many times.
I like the context clue.
So, Scott Dunham, final stone of 6. Need to make the hit and stick. Cody gonna walk it over.
Oh, it's good.
It's gonna be.
How good do you want it?
Yeah, exactly.
Put
It's
it on the
gonna
button
be
good.
no problem. Oh, and that is
yeah, handshakes.
good. That is good for 3 and good for the win in the 2023 Crooked Billet Bonspiel.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Team Dunham, Scott Dunham, Cody Klauser, Dan Pearson, and Wayne Anderson on their victory in the Crooked Billet.
And congrats to the Dubberly Ring
A
for
fine
making it
game
back.
and a fine week from their opponents, the Plainfield Curling Club. Aaron Dubberly, Janice,
Len Genke, Nicole Prohaska.
and Bill Pesca.
There you go. Making it back to the finals.
Making it back to the finals after winning it the prior year. Want to thank everybody who supported this Bonspiel and supports the club throughout the year, and we look forward to seeing you here at the His and Hers. And we also have handshakes next door in our B event. It will be the Broomstones rink picking up the Broomstones rink picking up the win there. So congratulations to them. And that will be a wrap for us. So, for Many Beers O'Donnell and John Gebhardt from the Bucks County Curling Club, you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, everybody.
Good day.